Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. Just do it.
Dreamcast guy here, and today we're talking about
Black man Wukong.
Black Myth Wukong for the PlayStation 5 because today I woke up and
I didn't get no review code, but us fanboys, we want to support these PlayStation exclusives. So why are you content creators waiting to get review codes for this game that you guys allegedly want to play, man? Remember, guys, y'all not on that Game Pass philosophy. We go out there and buy our games. So how come you just don't want to buy Black Myth Wukong? Oh, because maybe the game is not as good as you ponies want to claim.
First reviews are beginning to drop.
Okay.
They're mostly positive.
Yay.
We're going to take a look at it, but I did notice a lot of people kind of insulting it and saying, don't buy it on PlayStation.
Woo! Let's go, man. You know why? Because the game, at least from what I've been hearing, has problems on PC, and more likely they're going to be carried over to the PS5 version, probably a little bit worse. And at the end of the day, man, I'm going to say this on record, bro. If you're a fan of Souls games, then more than likely you're going to like Black Man Wukong. Okay, I'm just saying that just to be funny. I know what the game is, guys. Black Man Wukong. But if you're like me and you played a bunch of these Souls games before, I really don't see the appeal of these games anymore, man. As much as I used to enjoy them, now there's just a huge oversaturation of them.
So I want to talk about why, and I want to take a look at the gameplay that's now been released because it seems to raise a couple question marks about the overall quality. But let's get into it.
But I thought y'all said it was going to win Game of the Year. It was going to put Hellblade 2 to shame and, all these other games. I mean, it's so embarrassing that you PlayStation fanboys are dependent on a third-party game. And the only reason as to why you guys even bragging about it, because they decide that they didn't want to drop it on Xbox. Well, guess what? I guarantee when it comes to the Xbox platform, all those problems and fixes will probably be optimized. So that means you're essentially beta testing the game for us while we go out there and play all these Game Pass day and date games. Thank you, PlayStation Pony community, for doing that for us. No wonder this game didn't drop on Xbox.
I hope you're having
Ain't nobody
a great day.
wanted it.
If you could, please.
Ain't nobody wanted no Black Man Wukong, man. For real. Like, what's wrong with you people?
Suspicions begin to rise. A lot of people are mad because, honestly, the review scores seem like they perhaps should be higher.
Because the game is an exclusive?
Genshin Impact is a 9, but IGN gives it an 8.
So
Cyberpunk 2077
an 8 is still good, man. And this is why I try to tell you guys about Metacritic and IGN reviews. It doesn't matter. I mean, that is still a pretty solid score.
It's also broken at launch, and yet it got a 9. How does this game get an 8? But scores aside, man, look at all those dislikes. Oh yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. I was noticing that it does seem like people are beginning to sort of cultivate a conspiracy theory about how this game is on PC, and even a lot of PC reviewers and Xbox reviewers, well, they're not happy with it. I am seeing a lot of people like making fun of this. Windows Central definitely
sounds about right, man, because I looked at the gameplay for myself, and to be honest with you, it's nothing special. If you're like that die-hard Souls fanboy, then you're gonna like the game, man. And this is another problem that I have with video gaming, that you guys automatically think that because a game plays like Souls, therefore makes it an automatically hard game. I mean, at this point, you guys are so accustomed to these games that they're easy. You would have a better chance learning a whole new different gaming experience than playing these Souls-like games, bro. I mean, after Psychro, after Neo, like, how many of these games do you people want?
Seems to skew in favorability. If something comes to Game Pass, they give it a 10 out of 10. There's a lot of jokes about that. But here's the thing. I think that Black Myth Wukong is still going to be a great game. A lot of times, even a game does actually launch with some performance problems. A lot of times it does get patched, and if you wait a couple months...
Well, there goes your physical media, man. Remember I was telling you guys about how physical media don't matter? There you go. You guys are essentially paying $70 for paperweights, okay? All your games need to be patched and updated. It's quite sad that we've gotten to this point in video gaming for a single-player game, mind you, to have to be patched and updated. Like, really?
Obviously, it's a lot cheaper to buy it, but I did see people saying that it is pretty bizarre that this coming out here in 4 days and it's not actually playable on a PS5 by any journalist, any
Uh-oh.
reviewer, any Let's Player. Nobody on the planet has access to it,
Yeah,
which is
buy the game.
bizarre since
Buy the game like you guys say. We don't need no freebies. We don't need no handouts. Go support Black Man Wukong. Go support the game. You guys always talk about how we support our exclusives and how we pay $70. Okay, show it. Black Wukong is putting you on the spot to see if you fanboys don't want no, because you do understand that you getting a free review copy of the game means that they get no money for the game that they just gave you. So that also goes to show you that they need as much money for this game as possible. Okay? So, like I said, go support the game.
Sony
Stop
themselves has
complaining.
been advertising it as the most anticipated PS5 game of the year. Now, this is, of course, a bit of an indictment of PlayStation themselves, the fact that Sony is hyping third parties this hard. But
Because they have no games. That's why. And for the people saying, oh, they didn't have nothing. Yes, they did have something to do with it. That's why Sony's touting it as the best PlayStation 5 game. This is all you people have, man. It's such a shame to see the PlayStation community act like this, bro. This is how I know you guys are losing it. This is how I know. Financially, Sony's not going to be able to coexist if they think that this is what the gaming community needs, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. Like, next thing, they're going to be hyping up Xbox games. Like y'all said about Microsoft before with PlayStation.
here's the other part of it, and part of the reason I'm slightly hesitant. I am still going to buy the game. I am
hope
still
so.
excited to beat it. I am a big From Software fan.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's all it's going to take for you to want to like this game. And me personally, man, I could be a fan of something, but also get tired of doing the same thing, man. It's like that. It's like that part in Juice, man, when he tells Tupac, when he tried to go after the guy, he's like, don't you ever get tired of this? And he's like, no. It's like you guys keep playing the same games, man. Like, I get it, man. These games still very much old school. I get it. Like, I respect that aspect. But if you think about it, all the games that you're playing are essentially the same exact thing. Except this time, you're doing it with a black man.
And, obviously after the Elden Ring DLC, I've been craving more of that fun difficulty. But apparently, that's where it's most lacking. So, Timur Hussein, I've quoted this guy multiple times in videos.
Oh my God, bro. I don't even know who this dude is.
Exploring, purposely taking the wrong path to find another upgrade.
He says it don't need to be hard to enjoy, but the lack of child. Yeah. I mean, it's essentially a Souls game that's not hard. Yeah, that's kind of hurt a lot of people here, especially if the combat is very similar. They could have did something way better with this game, but instead all they did was copy the Souls formula in a much more linear design with bland enemies. This is not a good game, bro. To be honest, it should have got a rated a 6 out of 10, like what most of these reviewer publications were doing.
Crafting material. The fact that Black Myth Wukong has almost none of that, I didn't realize that from watching the trailer.
Of course you did it, because you're too much of a pony and you was on that pony just riding that pony as long as you can. Now the pony has ran out of it, and now he's finally saying, oh, wow, this game might not be as good as I thought it would.
So that's a bit disappointing, but he goes on here. I don't need the game to be hard to enjoy it, but the lack of challenge translates to the combat not really feeling like they're designed for and around. And also the strategy for most bosses is always the same and requires little thought in execution.
Woo!
So he's being vague here, but I wonder if this is one of those games where one mechanic is just busted PlayStation 5 footage. Maybe then I'll buy it. Or maybe...
Oh, now he's contemplating if he wants to buy the game. No. Go and buy it. Buy it. Remember, Xbox gamers, guys, we don't buy games. Remember, this game completely skipped our platform so you guys can buy it. So, no, go buy the game. Now y'all thinking, oh, I don't want to buy the game. I just wait for the review embargo and maybe hopefully they might send me a free copy. Oh, so you guys ain't no different than Game Pass players. But at least people on Xbox pay for Game Pass while you guys are expecting free handouts like a bunch of babies.
Maybe because they haven't provided any PS5 review codes.
Maybe see, is that what it is? You see, I just said it. You see, all because they didn't give you buy games. You guys always want to knock Xbox dudes for not buying games. Buy games. Why are you waiting to get a free review code for this game? Is that the reason why y'all hating on this game? Like I said, I do agree that this game does have a lot of problems and issues, but I'm sick and tired of these people hating on a game because they can't get no free review codes. That is ridiculous, bro. You're supposed to be judging the game based off the merits of what you played. Okay? Let's keep things realistic here. I'm not looking for the Black Myth Wukong, but I wouldn't go as far to say that. If I gotta buy the game to do a review on it, then that's what it be. You feel me? But you people out here talking about, oh, I need free review copies, even though you guys have told people we buy exclusives. Then buy this one.
That's what I'll do. Look, I'll make you guys a deal. I wasn't planning on buying this at launch.
Woo! Uh-oh. Don't tell me. Oh, bruh. Bruh, I'm gonna rewind that. Hold on. Let's listen to this, boy.
Or maybe
it's getting juicy.
Maybe because they haven't provided any PS5 review codes. Maybe that's what I'll do. Look, I'll make you guys a deal. I wasn't planning on buying this at launch.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me you going where I think you going with this, because ain't nobody gonna buy you the game so you can review it. You buy exclusives. You feel me? People be like, well, Gamester, you know what I'm saying? I would have did that for you, you know what I mean? But there's a difference. If I don't like a game, I don't want it, regardless. If somebody says, oh, God, get you Black Myth Wukong right now, I don't want to play it. I don't even want to review it. I don't care that much for this game. Do you see the difference? You want people to buy the game for you. Bro, come on, man. Like, y'all don't think this is not a good look. This is not a good look, bruh. This is not a good look. Because what I'm trying to say, you PlayStation gamers say you buy and support your exclusives. Remember, didn't they? You guys know that's what they said. This is your opportunity to go out there and buy and support your alleged console exclusives, and you're doing the opposite. You want somebody else to buy it for you. That is the definition of a hypocrite. How dare you think you have the audacity to come at people on Xbox when you want people to buy you a game that you allegedly say, we buy exclusives. And now all of a sudden y'all PlayStation fanboys don't want Wukong. Exactly. Failed and a flop.
I'm working on other stuff, but I'm pretty curious about this, and I'm curious if you guys are curious. So I'll make you a deal. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will actually buy the game and try it.
So it has to, yeah, okay.
It out on PS5 day one. We'll see, how good it actually is. Because Black Myth Wukong, it does look pretty fantastic.
And then buy it. Then buy it. I don't understand. Then buy the game. Why do you got such a problem? If the game looks so... See, this is my whole thing. It's the hypocrisy. Now, if you would just sit there and say, hey, guys, man, like, be honest. I don't want to take a loss on this. I really don't think the game is good. Can y'all just, get the likes up or just give me $70 and I'll get the game and review it? People be like, what game's that? I would respect that more. I really would. Because then you're being honest that a game got flaws. You're being honest that the game don't look that good to the point where you don't want to buy it. But when you're saying stuff like, hey guys, the game looks fantastic and can you give me 1,000 views so the YouTube algorithm can cover essentially the cost of the game, or could you just send me the game copy for free so I could review the game? Then at that point it's disingenuous. And I'm not saying about the whole, him begging for it. It's not about that. I don't care about that. I'm saying it comes from the fact that how can something be good, but then you don't want to buy it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need nobody to buy Gears E-Day for me. I know I'm going to like the game. Okay? It's Gears of War. You feel me? That's the difference.
Incredibly exciting.
I'm going to support my games like I claim I do. The games that I like. You guys claim that we support PlayStation 5. Bro, Sony, I don't even know why Sony's even doing this, bro. Sony is going under, bro. Y'all don't support your games, man. This was all the proof that I needed.
About it. It's just the pages and pages of comments saying it sounds like it was made for PC, and even then it's not running great. See. Bad performance in a game like this.
That's what you guys get for bashing the fact that this game wasn't on Xbox. No wonder this game didn't get a Series S release. The game is already struggling on your platform. It's already struggling, man. That's why y'all didn't get no review codes, because they know this game runs bad on the PS5 if it's running bad on PC.
Is extremely, extremely bad.
And I've seen it. The game has performance issues. I've seen it. Frame pacing problems.
Play a lot of these Souls-likes. Being able to properly react, to pivot, to memorize boss patterns, and hit your own carefully timed blows. It's incredibly crucial, and frame drops.
Well, that's not going to be that much of a problem, because, according to the other guy, he said the game is easy, so you ain't got to worry about all that.
Input delays, anything like that is not just annoying, it's game breaking. If this game is having any amount of hard crashes on PS5, I think it's going to have some very big issues.
Well, remember, guys. You know, it was all the Series S's fault. It was, you know, not from the developer that was making poor optimization for this game. It was the Series S fault. You know, the Series S could. Now I see why this game didn't drop on Series S. Now I see as to why Microsoft made the smart move and say, "Nah, man, make sure y'all fix up your game before you drop it on Xbox."
Now it could end up
PlayStation. The problem is with PlayStation, they were so dependent on having any form of a new game that they were like, "Nah, we'll take it."
Great. There have been times in the past where a game comes out and it's funky on PC but runs really, really good on PlayStation. We'll see. But currently, I think you should think of it as a buyer beware.
Well,
if you have not bought it yet and you're planning on getting it on PS5, just consider this as a giant pause, wait, temper your excitement, and
so he's that guy that's on YouTube that wait before you buy it. Now, you know what I mean? Bro, I told you guys, man, y'all will put all your eggs in one basket for this black man Wukong, and now y'all don't even want it, bro. Look at that. Man, this game should have came out on Xbox too then. What was the whole problem? Now this game's gonna fail. This game is gonna flop. Like, y'all like, oh, games, this game is gonna flop, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to flop. This game ain't going to surpass no Elden Ring. You people know this, man. I don't know the budget for this game, but once I do find out, and then I look at the respected software sales, then I can tell you if the game is a success, right? You know what I mean? But I can tell you this game's going to flop, bro. Rise of all PlayStation has had is flops. Helldivers 2 is a flop now. Foam Stars is a flop. Nobody really paid for that Last of Us remake. That's a flop, bro. I mean, they made money off it because it's a game they already had made or whatever, but it's a flop, bro. It didn't do the 10, 15 million that Sony would want them to. Flops. All of them. Destruction All-Stars. Flop. This is all you guys have is flops, man. Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken. Flop. All your games have been failing. But guess what, guys? Guess what they're going to throw on you? But your games sell worse. Your games sell worse. I hate to say it, bro. Y'all need Game Pass on your stuff. That might help y'all because people on PlayStation 5 are picking up your console for all the wrong reasons. And don't worry, PlayStation community. We know you're looking forward to Doom, Dark Ages, and Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So continue to give Microsoft your money because all you're doing is helping funding games on Xbox. Peace. See you later.